Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. You've joined me on the M42 actually, just on my way back from work, and I'm heading to Triumph Birmingham East because they're going to sort me a price out on moving on the Thruxton, so be interested to see what they've got to say. I'm only inquiring, there's nothing definite, but just give me a ballpark, kind of know where I'm standing, how they're valuing it at the moment. It'll probably end up being a private sale, but you know, they're right by the house, so it's worthwhile asking. And while we're there, we'll have a bit of a nosy at what they got in the showroom. So, also a bit apprehensive. I've seem to be quite nervous about everything today. Once I've been and done this, I'm going to go home, get something to eat, and then we'll pull the Scrambler out, and you can join me. I'm heading over to Birmingham. I'm actually going to see, we'll catch up with my dad, and it's a good friend of his, George. I remember as a kid, George was always the guy everybody turned to get things made. He was the go-to man, still is in some senses, but they have a regular catch-up at a pub local to them, and it's always a bit of a almost a seal of approval you're looking for when going to see them, just hoping that yeah, just that bit of a pat on the back says, yeah, you've done a good job there. I've had that from my dad. I mean, I'm happy with it anyway, but just that thing you get there, and George will no doubt take the mick, and he'll point some things out for sure, and probably things that are very valid. But we're going to head over there, have that chat, see what they think. Yeah, so you can join me for that. Probably won't be filming them actually looking at the bike because, well, I don't think they're overly comfortable about being on camera. Here we are at Triumph Birmingham East. I hope they're still open. I don't know what hours they're doing. They've still got bikes outside, so I'm going to say that they are. So yeah, I also haven't forewarned them that I've got the camera, so I won't film while I'm in there, but I will rejoin you in a brief moment, and we can have a chat. Looks like a brand new Triumph there in a box as well. Look at that. Right guys, I'll see you in a minute. And as if by magic, we're on the Scrambler. So the GoPro battery decided to give out at the most inopportune time. Seems the hot weather is really not good for GoPros. I don't know how you guys in the States deal with this, but this is getting frustrating now. I might have to get a fly lead to keep it running. I think that's how Shade Tree does it. But yeah, so as I was alluding to, not quite sure where I got to, so may end up repeating myself here. If so, I'll edit it out the other video section of video. So yeah, went to the Triumph dealer as you saw. They did a bit of a check see, and Sutton Motorcycles were offering me somewhere in the region of 551, somewhere there, which seems quite low ball, but like when you do consider the fact that Privateer and other businesses have got air-cooled Thruxtons, similar spec, similar mileage, all around the 6 to 6.5 mark as that listed price, with a bit of room for movement, and consider they have to pay 20% on the profit they make on that. I mean, obviously they're making profit on the other bike, but if we take that out of the equation, 20% tax in the UK means if they make £1,000 on it, it's 200 quid. So the best they're making is £800, which is still a good make, but that's with no wiggle room on price on it, and it needs a service. So you've got whatever they have to pay their technician. Obviously their parts will be trade and things, but it's still not, it's not free. So even if you were generous and said there's 100 quid there, you know, they're still only making 650, 700 pound plus their overheads, time with me, stuff like that. I don't know, it doesn't seem unreasonable to me. Maybe I'm looking at it a bit skew, but I don't know. Yeah, like I say, so I think, to be honest, if I'd have gone in there with a 2015, 2016 Scrambler, I probably would have been talking a very different number, given the popularity of that kind of bike at the moment. There seems to be a bit of an advent on the air-cooled stuff, so I was potentially thinking a little bit stronger, but the cafe racer thing, in terms of factory-built cafe racers, doesn't seem to be as prevalent at the moment as it was, say, back in 2015. People aren't so into that. They'd rather do it to an older bike, I think. Yeah, so I mean, it's evident in even the later, so which came out into the late 2016, early 2017, the Thruxton, what was the R and the RS, but the water-cooled 1200 Thruxton, even they, I mean, they have fallen so far from grace. I mean, new, they're still commanding that like high 11s or whatever, but used, they're really they're really doing like 7s, 8s, somewhere around there, which, yeah, when you look at it, it's shocking really, but it is what it is. So I mean, absolutely no rush whatsoever to move the Thruxton on. It's sat there this long, it can sit there a bit longer if it has to. It's MOT'd, it's taxed, it's insured. It was a lot of fun to take out today. I really did enjoy it, that run earlier. So it's just a very different motorcycle to the Scrambler. One thing it did show me is I need to look into the gearing on this. I mean, it's great how flighty it is, but the Thruxton at 3,500 RPM it was, is happily cruising 70 mile an hour. This most definitely isn't in that ballpark, which I knew, like, the gearing is way off. So I'm over 11 teeth up on the back, I think it is. Yeah, I think the factory Thruxton is a 43, 9 teeth up. Yeah, factory is a 43, and the what's on here at the moment from the Tiger is a 52. So that's a good climb. So I have got them sprockets to fit. I just need to get around to doing it. So there you go, another video. We'll do a bit of a before and after. I'll do a designated video for that. Because I mean, you make first gear a complete waste of time really at the moment. But yeah, so I'm gonna head over now and get some feedback from the elders, see what they think. So I did promise that, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to enjoy the ride over there, and I'll speak to you when I'm nearer the pub, I suppose. Yeah, so catch you in a minute. So we're not too far away now, guys. My God, if only they would add smell to YouTube. God. Over to my left there is the Severn Trent Water Treatment Centre, as they like to put it. It's basically a sewage farm, and on a day like today, 27 degrees. As my wife's late grandfather would have said, spread it on a sandwich. God, it's awful. But yeah, with that added into the mix, yeah, we're not too far away, and I am feeling quite nervous now. Yeah. Oh, what a sound. Also finding that we are on 987 miles, so we are very close to that 1,000 mile mark, at which point I will do another video. I know I've already mentioned several other videos, just on what it's been like living with it for the first 1,000 miles. And as I'm looking down there, I've also got the Daytona Speedo to do a review on, which I'm very happy with. And I've got the quad lock phone mount to do as well. But we are now here at the pub, so I will catch you guys afterwards for the debrief. Speak to you in a bit. So there we are, guys. Been for a quick chat, had a nice pint of coke, bit of reminiscing and different things, and we have the seal of approval. It was very well received, so that's they're a picky bunch as well, to be fair, but yeah, they like it. Not that it should matter what other people think of what you do, you know, get out there, do your own thing, but it is nice. It's quite bizarre growing up in that environment, but these guys, they're out and about on bikes. When I was a kid, I grew up going to bike rallies with them, my dad. Quite a lot of my early childhood memories are with those guys, so their opinion does mean something to me, and most of what I learnt about motorcycles and stuff was within that group, from the elders, so to speak. And I say I learnt a hell of a lot from all of them, so to have them come out and see a bike that you built and go, yeah, I like that, that's good, that's, yeah, it means a lot. So thank you to them. Not sure they'll ever see this video, but yeah, thank you for everything they've ever done. And there you go, they like the Scrambler. So that's the final stamp on the build, that is. Not a single remark. I didn't even point out that the side stand isn't painted, so yeah, very happy. I think I'm going to call it there on that one, guys. I'm just going to take a nice peaceful ride home, enjoy the cool breeze that is a British summer evening, and I will see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys.